Hey guys, Mark here, welcome back to another video. Now I did promise this video in another one of my others, but today we will be showing off my droid army. Now this is just my main army. I do have another kind of, I guess section of army, which is mainly other types of kind of specialized droids from Geonosis, but this is the main lot. So I'll go over it section by section. I've divided it into kind of three core components here. So the first is the kind of foot soldiers themselves. Next is the vehicles. And then we have my custom builds, which are more cargo based. Since I've already done an in-depth tutorial on the Amalgamatic, I think I called it, which is made up of 4 battle droids, that will not be shown in this video, as I've already dismantled it for parts for these other sections, but you guys already know what that looks like. Let's begin. So we'll start off with the Droid Forces. So our first piece here is a little platoon of 6 battle droids led by a Geonosis battle droid who shows some sort of authority. I'm pretending because, well, he's the only Geonosis battle droid I have. All the others are plain old Trade Federation or Separatist battle droids. The Geonosis battle droid does actually... oh, that's terrible focus. There we go. It does it on its own, guys. Sorry about that. So yeah, the Geonosis battle droid does have a different gun to the others. It's one of the older style of guns from, like, the 2000s, basically. And that's, again, just to differentiate him a little more. Next, we have my 4 super battle droids, and another custom droid which I'm calling Admiral Titanus. It's basically just a normal battle droid, but the arm and chest piece are a kind of gunmetal grey colour, and I've added a pair of Lego binoculars on the back to look like a jetpack. Next we have this custom battle speeder, so it's got some vents here to cool the engine. Here are the thrusters. It's got a little lever here to connect into the pilot battle droid's brain, I guess you would call it, so that it can pilot it better, because it'll need faster reaction time when it's in the air. This is just to make it look like it's hovering, ignore that. We also have this twin barrel. Well, this is just the main barrel, and then it has a little side barrel which can detach, and that's just a little blaster pistol. Come on, camera, focus. This is just a little side blaster pistol, which is also can be manned by the pilot battle droid. So that's the ground forces over and done with. Now let's move on to my custom builds, which is mainly cargo based. So the first is just this little platform with a bunch of crates on it. This crate has a bunch of spare arms, and this one has a bunch of guns for some battle droids that have been packed away. I'll show you that in a second. This bottom crate is empty. I just put it like that so it looks like there's more cargo. Now this is it is a 6x4 plate this is on, so this will actually work with any sort of forklift you might have from a city set. This is another forklift friendly platform which is just housing 4 battle droids. That crate does actually hold 4 blasters. These are actually the 4 droids I used to make the Amalgamatic, which you guys saw in the tutorial. Next we just have this large barrel full of parts. This is actually the exact amount of parts you need for 2 more battle droids, including the blasters. And this is my custom little workshop thing here. So we have this table where they're currently building a droid, and they have all the other spare pieces on display. Some pieces here. We have some straight arms, bent arms, heads, 2 torsos and 2 pairs of legs. Again, that's the perfect amount of pieces for 3 battle droids, and it holds the blasters here. There's also a random stud shooter for, I suppose, the engineer, if he is under attack for clone forces, because this will mostly be on the front lines or in a factory. And finally, we have the vehicles. So the first crucial vehicle is, of course, the troop carrier. This is the, I think it's 2014 version. So it holds more droids than the 2008 version did. That only held 8. This in fact holds 12, 6 in each compartment. And on the sides are some gun racks with a little lever here, so if you push that back, then this will be able to come off. And that's 6 guns, so you'd have 1 to go with each tray. And it's just a really neat and easy way to get more droids. You do actually get a Gungan warrior to actually fight against. You also get 2 pilots right here. this one's stored away because I'm pretending that's a spare in case this one is taken out by sniper. Then this one can unfold and take control of the vehicle in case it's like veering to one side and about to crash. Afterwards, when I've shown you the tanks, I'll just show you one of these trays unloading and how that would work. Next we have the big guns, the AATs, which I sadly don't know what that stands for. If it was called an ATT, then I'd guess it was all-terrain tank, because in the movie Phantom Menace this does in fact hover, and it looks a little bit like it hovers because it's on these little round pieces which are transparent to help hold the bricks together, and it just gives a sort of hovering illusion. This also does, but that's because of some clear wheels, so both of these are intended to hover. So you have these little double barrel side guns. They don't move at all. A bit unfortunate. If you'd moved them up and down, that would have been a little cool, but they look pretty swish design wise, with the lightsaber hilt at the end, just for that added detail. We have the main barrel up here, which can in fact rotate 360 degrees, and you can move this main barrel up and down. And under here there are a couple of spring-loaded missiles, so there are a pair of levers under here, so you would pull those, and they shoot quite a distance. Let me see if I can catch this second one. It's very faint. It lands in my mum's chair there over there. It also has two cockpits. The first one, you lift that up, you put a normal battle droid in that one. It's currently empty and very dark, might I add. And then the one on top is a bit smaller, and I have a pilot sitting in that one. I have two of these in my army. I intend to get quite a few of the Clone Republic tanks to balance out the Clone Army a bit, so maybe, just maybe, I'll get a third one of these. I'm not sure, so this is just an easy way to build your army, along with, of course, the troop carrier to just get a load of droids. Finally, I'll show you how you would unload the troops. So, this just comes rolling up, and it comes to stop. I would also have some AATs escorting it in case it's attacked, so they can fend off any clone forces. So, you then have one of these trays which slides off to the side. You've also got the gun rack, so you drop the stack of guns right next to them. Then the droids would all activate, and then start getting off the platform one by one and picking up their guns, ready to fight. So, that is it for the main compartment of my battle droid army. If you want me to, then I'll also show you my Geonosis squadron, which is mainly things like spider droids and Corporate Alliance tanks and things like that. That one's significantly smaller than this one. It's about half the size, I'd say. And then sometime after Christmas, I'll show you my clone army, because I plan to get a Star Destroyer, which I'll be including as the clones, because the Stormtrooper armor is very similar. And I think that the Separatists and the Republic are enough armies to go out in an all-out war upon the stars, hence the name Star Wars. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please leave a like. But also do not hesitate to leave a dislike, because then I know I need to adjust my content to make this a more enjoyable viewing experience for all of you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe for more. Also subscribe to some of my partners such as Cartastic, Chucky Drop, and All the Swag Does Nerf. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.